Hey y'all, it's Diamond.
Hey, it's your girl Shay.
Yo, it's Jasmine, and welcome to New Age Mamas. Y'all, excuse the appearance today. It was a rush day, so it was just real. I'm about to stop wearing hats on this podcast. I'm about to start having my hair slayed into you
Okay.
feel me? But I get my hair done in 2 weeks, so we gonna be cool.
You
Hi,
getting your braids?
I'm getting my braid. I'm getting them boho braids.
Okay.
Ooh, that's real
I'm
Them
cute.
excited,
fine.
y'all. I'm excited. I'm excited. I like y'all
You
here.
ain't gonna
Y'all
know how
become
to
real
act.
cute because I'm like, let me get my hair done. Let me stop being cheap. How y'all been?
Don't you
What's
work from
up?
home?
I do work from home. That's another reason that I just be. And y'all know I'm like, I'm pretty sure I talked about this before. I'm on a debt pay down journey right now, and then saving up for my building. Plus, we got the podcast. I got home inspection. I just got a lot going on.
Yep.
I cannot add any other task onto my plate.
I feel
Yeah.
that 100%.
So yeah. So what y'all been up to?
Nothing. I've been chilling, y'all. Everything's been good. I've been chilling. My son, he's been really good with his underwear, so I'm
Yes.
Ooh.
happy about that. Um,
Like even going
yeah.
outside.
So
And she
we,
with potty training, y'all, for the underwear. Like potty training.
yeah, like potty training. So I took him outside once last week with his underwear, and he didn't do good that day. He didn't tell me he had to go to the restroom or whatever. He just literally used it on himself. And I think it is because like my child is the only child, so when he gets around other kids, he don't see me no more. I don't see him no more. He be gone, baby. If we at my grandparents' house, he upstairs. He's the opposite place I'm at. So if I'm upstairs, he's in the basement with the kids. If I'm in the basement, he's upstairs with the kids. So it was like he didn't come down to tell me he had to use the potty and stuff. But that was last week, so I'm going to try it again. Today is Sunday. I'm going to try it again. Outside this week, we're going over my grandma's house later. I'm going to bring his underwear. Also too, I stay in the suburbs, and my grandparents stay in the city. So on the car drive, I put him on a pull up because it's like I'm on the expressway majority of the time. I don't want to pull over on the side of the road to have him use the restroom. He will tell me though when he has a pull up and we in the car, he will tell me like, "Mama, I got pee pee." Like he will let me know, and I just tell him like, "Okay, son, like you just gonna have to go this route." Cause I don't want to pull over. Too many stuff happen on the side of the expressway. Too many stuff happen. Period. Like so.
So
Yeah.
question for that, Diamond. So instead, like, have you thought about instead of like, okay, go ahead, pee in your pull up so he won't keep getting confused. Like, all right, cool, I'm in the car, I can pee in my pull up. When you do put him on underwear, like since you saying like, have you timed it? Like, all right, cool, let's pee before you leave because you can't pee on yourself when in the car.
I
Yeah.
have tried that, but the problem with that too, getting in the car with the drive being 30 to 45 minutes, he wants something to drink. So 9 times out of 10, he has his cup and his cup holder when he gets in the car. He'll drink the cup, and right after that, he has to pee again. So, and I don't know if it's a true statement, but they do say boys pee more than girls. So it's like I give him a cup and he has to go right back again. Like so yeah, I don't know how to maneuver and switch off of that. I'm going to get ideas from you guys. I'm going to do some research and see um how to do it cuz eventually he's going to have to wear his underwear on that car ride. Like it's just no doubt about it. But in daycare, he's been wearing it all day in daycare. They told me on Friday, my mom picked him up from daycare, and they told me to no longer send him in pull-ups, send him to school because when he gets in the car, I just put him on underwear. I mean, put him on this pull-up. So they was telling me like to send him basically in his underwear now, no more pull-ups. So daycare is around the corner, so that should work too. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna see how that goes, and things been going pretty good
That's
overall.
good. Look, we're gonna have the whole episode on this potty training.
Okay.
Yeah. Cause it's been a journey over here too.
Yeah, I bet. So yeah, we're gonna have to do that soon, like within the next 2 episodes, because that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good
What's y'all updates? What y'all got going on?
Shay. Look,
um.
she over there
Well,
smiling.
I know because I know it's coming, but like I've been low key, like I just been enjoying my week and just so big update
Are we
is
doing the big
I am
update?
engaged
Are we doing the big update today?
and we doing
Woo!
we doing a big update.
Woohoo!
Cause
Yes.
obviously, like I keep shining the
Congratulations.
ring. I'm like, it's hard to hide, but I'm happy. So I it happened on Tuesday, and so I just like literally I text y'all, but I didn't really text nobody else. You see, I haven't posted it on social media at all yet. I'm literally just keeping it to myself, kind of just enjoying it, because
So if you listen to our
sometimes.
podcast, you got the exclusive.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Pretty much. Unless you listen to this episode, you won't know until I decide when I'm ready to post about it. So we're really excited about that. I finally did tell my family. Like I waited a few days before I told my family. Um, and for the most part, I got good reaction. So I'm
That's
just
good.
waiting. We're talking about like what the future look like and stuff like that, which is exciting. And we kind of doing things backwards. So baby and then the marriage, but
Things happen.
I feel like right. My grandma used to always be like, when y'all getting married, when y'all getting married. I'm like, we just had the baby. Okay. Let give it some time. Let us get
Right.
settled. Let us get things figured out.
Hmm.
And now we here.
Did you
So
know what's coming?
um,
Tell us how it was. You know the listeners are gonna want to know the details. So we might just this
right.
episode might just be a real update about us because the like they gonna want to know the details.
I feel you. I feel you. So I kind of I knew it was coming, but I didn't know when. And I was surprised. So he did it during the week to throw me off and had my coworkers like he had like text some of my coworkers off to the side, got their number from my phone or whatever, and was like, hey, like somehow get her to dress up on this day. And so I usually, when I do go into the office, I find some way to dress up just because I'm like, I'm outside, I'm gonna wear my clothes.
Right.
And it didn't take much convincing, honestly. They was just like, hey, let's do a fancy day at work. And I was like, okay, fine. So we go through the whole day, and like now that I look back at it, I'm like, they was acting weird. But I wasn't like paying attention to it. So one of my coworkers, my good friend, she picks me up and drops me off. And so when we were leaving work, two other people hopped in the car, and I'm like, where are y'all going? Where are we going? She was like, we finna go to Walmart, and he needs a ride home too. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not thinking nothing of it. So we go to Walmart, but it's been a long day, and I got y'all kind of seen a picture I had on them platform shoes. So that means I've
Yeah.
been in them all day,
I don't know
and
how.
I'm ready. It was hot, and I was ready to go home. So we get to my house, and uh they're like, oh, we finna go somewhere, do you mind if we come in and change real quick? I'm like, okay. I didn't know what they plans was. I was just like, I'm just along for the ride. So I was like, yeah, y'all can come in and use the bathroom. And as soon as like I walk in the house and walk up the stairs and like open the door, then I see like rose petals. And I was like, I knew something was weird. Like the way things was going, I was like, I knew something was strange. And so I was like, y'all think y'all slick. And so then they like grab my bags, and I walk in, I just see other people standing there waiting, a few of my other coworkers and my friends. And I came in, he grabbed my hand, told me to sit down, did his speech. He was tearing up,
Oh,
trying not to cry. Um, and I was freaking out a little bit too, because I came in, one, I was hot. I had just came in from outside. And then two, I'm like, I'm sweating because look what's going on. And he said his speech, and then I said yes, of course. And then, we went from there. It was beautiful. He had rose petals. He had like little marry me letters. He had flowers. He even had food for our guests and to eat and stuff like
Oh.
that. So he did his thing, and it really went perfectly. His plans kept getting thrown off, so it didn't go the way he originally wanted to. But I'm glad he did it the way he did it, because I'm like, thank you for doing it in our safe space. Like, that made sense,
Mm-hmm.
So it felt good. So that's my update,
Oh,
y'all.
congratulations. We are
Congratulations.
so excited for you. Like, I'm so
Thank
happy.
you.
Y'all know me, my first thing, I text her, am I invited to the wedding? Like,
Of
That is
course.
so funny. She like,
She was like, I better be invited. Like, yes.
yes.
I
That's
love
like
weddings.
that's how y'all know. Y'all was literally the first people I text, like
We
right
get to meet
after.
y'all.
Right, we feel special.
Right, we feeling special.
Y'all
I
was
love that.
special.
I'm so excited for you. And so, your family received it well.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. That's good.
That's great.
We might have to talk about that off to the side.
Ah,
Okay.
okay, that makes sense.
That ain't podcast content, but
Ah,
yeah.
I understand. I
Yeah,
understand.
but they was asking, well, when is it gonna be? I'm like, look, it just happened the
It just
other
We
day.
ain't
happened.
even right. We
They was
ain't
like, well,
Right.
what?
people usually have a date in mind. I'm like, who is these people? Like, I don't know nobody who get engaged and know the date right away.
They over there
Like,
thinking about
Oh,
what
baby, some people do. They be like,
that's
all right,
true.
they had a day set.
Maybe I'm just
And
not
they
one of them.
normally try to pick like either like a special day, whether it's somebody's birthday, or um they'll try to pick something that's rememberable. So like 2/22/22. Like a lot of people do
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like that. Like, yeah, so
makes sense.
yeah. So I'm also a maid of honor. So
Oh, so you been
yeah,
yeah.
money. Look.
Okay.
exactly. And we're trying to go to a destination bachelorette trip.
Oh, that's gonna
Oh,
be
So
nice.
that's nice. Okay.
yeah, so I don't want to give too much details, 'cause I know she be listening.
Oh, okay,
So
okay, okay,
she ain't gonna get no clues over here.
okay. That's nice. Well, I'm happy for
But
you, girl. That's dope.
thank you. Yes, and then baby girl is doing good. She potty training too. She was there. She was all dressed up and she had a cute little dress on, but she was like off to the side eating. She wasn't paying no attention to what was going on.
Like, do y'all? I'm eating
Yeah,
over
and
here.
then she just ran around for the rest of the day. Was going around doing her rounds, saying hi everybody. She is like, she's funny. Like, you, Diamond, you saw her at your
Yeah.
party. She would just walk up to people. She walked up to the dude, was like, "Pick me up," and he was like, "Okay."
She just walking up to strangers like, pick me up, shorty.
Yes,
You seem
but
fake.
she usually got good character, so I don't be worried. She usually
Right,
be pick people out who I'll be like, okay, they seem okay.
right.
Other people
Mhm.
I'll be like, come over here, come. But what's up? What else is going on? I know you said you mentioned some things, Jazz. Is it just dry over there a little bit?
Oh, dang. Hold on. What's your mouth? Look, you gonna give me my.
Not like that.
You
I
Oh
giving
just
me my
meant
man.
like as far
context.
as like activities.
Oh man. I'm crying.
I meant activities,
No, like
not
every
not that.
y'all know my weeks be going so fast. I just be trying to get my life together. But also, I think I got like a slight, not an addiction, but I think I have a slight fascination with scents, y'all. I don't buy some more scents, but I buy travel size scents or testers
Mm.
because before I
Mhm.
invest in a big kind, because I don't be knowing. So, y'all, let's right here.
No, for real, because I
I
want
know
to know,
that's
because I literally been on since lately too. So what you recommending for the girls?
Well, this ain't recommend. This is what I just got the other day. Like, and they came in like big packages. You'll think that I was over here an influencer or something. So I ended up getting. Have y'all ever heard of Brown Girl? This video is not sponsored. Have y'all ever heard? Have y'all ever heard of Brown Girl Jane?
No.
But y'all, these smell so good. I only used
Ooh.
3 so far,
Ooh.
so I gotta test the other ones. But these smell so good. I end up getting. I already had the first Good Girl, but I got the blush kind because I wanted to layer it with something else.
Okay.
I got this little Prada thing because I wanted to layer it with something else too. And then I got a
Ooh.
dupe, y'all, because I'm a little cheap. So I don't know. Have y'all ever heard
Girl,
of
I feel
oil
you.
perfumery? They
No, but
sell
I've heard of oil perfumes lately.
oil. So basically, this one they have like dupes of like the real expensive ones, but right now those ain't in my pockets. So I end up getting this dupe from there, and it smells really really good. And so yeah, I have one more, but oh, I do. I'm like, oh, this one, y'all, this one, my favorite. This one right here. This one is Electric Sky, and with Tory from
Ooh.
Tory Burch, y'all. When I tell y'all, it smells so
I love
good.
Tory Burch.
But the longevity, I wore it. Oh, but the longevity, I don't know. I wore it yesterday. I don't know how long because I was doing a lot. But y'all, I wish I could smell this. When I tell y'all, this smells so. This might be the signature, but
Okay.
if it don't last long, I don't know. I might just have to travel size it because I don't want to keep. I don't like keep
That's what I've
layering.
been wanting, a long-lasting smell.
You feel me? I don't want to keep having to reapply just because like that's the whole. What's the whole point of the perfume if I got to keep reapplying it? You feel me?
Right. Like I want that Rihanna tier compliment. You know, everybody who talk about Rihanna talk about how good she smell. Like that's how I want people to feel about me when they interact with me.
Yes,
You know?
yes. So yes, so now I feel you. So that and then my son, y'all, he's standing up. We got a stander while peeing. We got a stander while peeing. He's standing up now and peeing. So shout out to daycare
Aw.
because I think it's just from him watching other little kids do
Yeah.
that. So that's what's new with him. Oh, and we got a full timer in his bed. Ain't no flip or flop. We got
Good.
my
Yes, you
man's
got your bed
my
back.
man's doing big things. Look, he full timer in his bed. He's standing while peeing. He's just my little joy. So yeah, so other than that, that's really what's new. And I just been like when he comes home from school, like from and then his last day of tumbling is Tuesday. But
Aw.
we gonna sign him up.
How's that been going?
That has been going great, y'all. I honestly, if y'all kids trying to flip and flop and do all that other stuff, put them in tumbling. They start at 2.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so put them in tumbling because he has a really good time. We're going to sign him up again, but in the winter, just because right now we about to sign him up for soccer, and he's still doing swimming, so I'm tired. Um,
I feel you.
so yeah, so that's
It's
honestly
a
what.
lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's why I be having a lot going on. Like sometimes I just be wanting a day to chill. Like honestly, just I was thinking yesterday. I'm like, I just haven't had a day to relax. And like my brother, he be listening sometimes, or my sister, she be listening sometimes. But my brother, he be like, "You're a robot," because it's just like it's always move, move, move. Like I just be wanting to relax. So like I'm honestly about to have a day to just dedicate to I just want to sit down, lay in my bed and watch TV. Like that's what I want to do. Or even just lay down and do nothing. Like I want to do nothing.
I understand that so
So that's
much.
what's new in my world. So I had to make sure we was recording. I was about to say, Shay, we ain't recording. I was about to say,
I was gonna say no. I just looked at the clock now.
look, so let's get into our topic real quick before I gotta jet to church. And that you going to church? Go ahead. You
No.
already know. Go ahead, go church, sister girl.
I should, but church it starts at 10, so and I don't think I'm gonna make it in
I
time.
feel Look, my church started at 10. Church starts at 10. I'm gonna be a little late. Look, I gotta. just a little late. But
Yeah.
so just do a quick before I gotta go. So we seen. Well, I didn't watch the video, y'all. I didn't even see the video. They seen. We talking about it. Uh,
I sent it to you
I know
though.
I still didn't watch it. I don't. I'll go into why I didn't watch it at while we talking about it.
Well, you'll have the perspective of somebody who didn't watch it because our listeners may not have watched the video.
Right. Okay, yeah, they may not have watched it, but so describe. So basically, it was a gender reveal, and I guess what the mom got upset because she was having a boy, and
No. She got
No,
upset.
she's having a girl.
oh, she's
Yeah,
having a girl.
she
She got
wanted a
upset
boy.
because she's having a girl, and what was she doing? Like being a
So
sour.
yeah, they was basically the family was recording, the gender reveal was set up. I forgot how they actually did it, the reveal. But the reveal happened and then people started screaming, "It's a girl." And she was like, "No." She started stumping, pouting, folding her arms, and people were walking up to her. Her family was walking up to her, trying to hug her and stuff. She's like, "No," and was like, "Get away from me." And then next thing you
Practically
know, she
swinging,
knocked all the food table. She knocked that whole thing down. She
pulling down
started pulling
directions.
decorations
Yep.
down. She was just going ballistics, like going crazy, because she was having a girl. Like,
And then she already has a daughter, so her daughter was right there
was
stumping
right
on
there.
balloons and stuff too.
Hmm. Yep. So basically, she wanted the opposite sex. Since she had a girl, she probably wanted the boy. But yeah, so it was a lot of negative comments. Of course, under that post. And then she, after like the negative comments had hit, she had made another post, and was saying like, "How are y'all upset because I didn't get the gender that I wanted?" Um,
Baby, we not
yeah,
upset about that. We upset about your reaction.
yeah, exactly. Like, it's okay to be upset about not having the gender you want, and I didn't see plenty of gender reveals where the parents, or yeah, where one of the parents or both of the parents are upset because they didn't get the gender they want. In my opinion, I had a negative thing about gender reveals when they first started occurring, because of course it was something new. It wasn't something our parents did or whatever. This is something that recently came about within this century. So at first I had a negative thing on the reveals. Like, what's the point? The food and the money, the stuff you're spending on it could have went towards the baby shower, or could have went towards the child. Over the past year or two, my experience have changed about it. I have been more open and receptive to it because I have seen some nice gender reveals with some nice response and nice reactions. Um, Seeing the parent get the gender that they want, or just seeing the parent being happy overall, is okay. And honestly, I like the idea where parents put, if you're a teen boy, bring diapers. If you're a teen girl, bring wipes. That way, the parent don't have to come out of pocket when it comes to diapers and wipes eventually. But yeah, seeing their reaction, in my opinion, I didn't like it at all. For many different reasons. I feel like in that case, if you knew you wanted, I feel like I feel like those reactions sometimes are planned. If I don't get this gender, or I don't get what I want, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna, So I feel like that was a planned thing in her mind. So, and I think other people, like, well, the family reaction didn't make it no better because the family was happy for her. But
Yeah,
I feel like they was going to be happy whatever gender came out.
absolutely.
So the family reacted, "Oh my God, you got another girl." It was like, no, this not what I wanted. Let me knock everything over. Um, yeah, so I didn't like the reaction at all. I feel like in that case, I feel like in cases like those, if you have a specific gender, we know it's a 50-50 chance going into pregnancy. You're going to have a boy or you're going to have a girl. So if you have a gender that you really, really, really want in mind, and you don't want anybody to see you get upset, don't have a gender reveal.
Period.
Point blank, period.
If
Plus,
you
that
have
And
a
makes sense.
then,
You having
preference
a
and you
tantrum.
know you're gonna be upset, yeah.
yes, and people are recording, you're gonna be upset. You like, I wouldn't do it personally. And me personally, I'm gonna be honest, I wanted a girl. So I knew not to have a gender reveal. Not saying because I knew I was gonna knock everything off the table, but I knew my reaction wouldn't be as happy. Like, oh my God, you having a girl. I'm probably jumping up and down, probably do a cartwheel. That girl probably was gonna come out early or something. Like I was gonna versus me having a boy, I knew I wasn't going to react negatively, but I wasn't going to be as excited as hearing it's a girl. So literally when I was laying down and I was getting the ultrasound and she was like, do you want to know the gender or are we putting it in an envelope because it's a lot of gender reveals? Like she was telling us lately, it's been a lot of gender reveals. Are we putting it in an envelope or am I telling you? I said, you going to tell me because I can't wait for love. For one, for gender reveal, I can't wait, baby. I don't see how y'all be waiting, but I can't wait. I need to know right then and there. So she's like, it's a boy. And I was just like, I was quiet, y'all. I ain't know what to say. And I think I just really wanted,
like
yeah,
boy.
because I was just like, you want to check that again? Like,
Not check it again. I mean,
but I
there
did
are
have,
cases where doctors have been wrong.
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's not
yeah,
even guaranteed when they tell you.
It's a good guarantee, but it ain't 100%.
Yeah,
But it's a good. It's a
right.
good
Like,
exactly.
it's a small percentage of them being
right.
wrong. Like, yeah, so I just knew, like, okay, yeah, the reaction is just so distasteful, and I feel like it was disrespectful to your guests, and it was
Yeah.
just
And to the
so
person who did
uncalled
all
for.
that stuff.
All that stuff,
Yeah.
exactly. And I don't want to hear, oh, she's pregnant, she's having hormones, and she's going through this, and she's going through that. No, because you can control that.
Yeah.
You can control your reaction. You can control your feelings. It's okay to be upset. Be upset privately. Be upset,
Yeah.
with your partner. Like, be upset to somebody else, to your mom, but to in front of your whole peers and your whole family, and to have that reaction. It's okay to storm off. Like I would have been okay if she just would have stormed off type stuff, but to knock everything over and to do the act the way she acted, yeah.
I
But Shay,
just
what's your
wonder
thoughts?
if
Because I know you seen it.
yeah, because I just wonder if that level or of disappointment is even appropriate when it comes to the sex of your child. You know, like we know right off the bat we're not guaranteed what the sex is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's almost like, is your disappointment like you don't want to raise that sex of child?
Mm.
You know, there are some people who always girls are more difficult or just certain stuff like that. And so it's like we already have these negative connotations. I know a lot of women who like, no, I don't want no girl. I want a boy. Like I want I don't know if y'all ever heard of this, like where people like out they want a boy so they can have somebody to love or something like that.
No.
I want a boy first so that he could protect the household after, and then I can have a girl and he can watch over the girl. I heard stuff like that,
Yeah,
but
so that I know a lot of, and I've heard a lot of women who had that mindset of like, no, I want a boy first. No, I don't want no girls. Girls are difficult and stuff like that. And so,
they don't want somebody that's gonna have the same attitude as them
right,
and
but
match
I
their
feel like
energy.
on the surface, everybody do have their preferences. I'm not gonna act like I didn't say,
Hmm.
hey, I wanted a boy or anything like that, which I did. I kind of did want a boy, but then I had a dream of me and a baby girl, and that's when I knew I was like, it's a girl. And so my boyfriend or my fiance now, he
Put some respect on his name.
Okay.
right, I
Yeah.
know
Okay.
he wanted a boy too. So when we did like a mini gender reveal, it was just me, him, my mom, and my friend. And like he wasn't like he didn't have a completely like disappointed reaction. He was happy, he was smiling, but he told me later, like, man, I was hoping it was a boy. So he was able
Mhm.
to express that in a way where it was like, that's appropriate. Like you showing some disappointment, and that's okay. But storming off or swinging or fighting, and not to mention some of these gender reveals getting out of control anyway with the way they be using fireworks and stuff and burning down their houses. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's already a lot, but I feel like it is something that is more intimate. Like we're I don't know. For me, it's like this is the us finding out the sex of our child. Why is this, something that everybody needs to kind of be in on?
Be involved. Yeah.
And yeah, like I don't feel like I would want my first reaction to something like that to be in front of a whole bunch of people anyway. And then to turn around and throw tables and stuff like that, because pregnant people do have enhanced emotions and stuff like that, but I don't feel like it justifies that level of a reaction, and that's not the first video that I've seen like that.
Right.
Yeah, me as well.
Multiple people. So now it's funny, but
Right.
Shay, you got on blue, and Diamond, you got on pink.
And we got the opposite of what we
The
wanted
opposite
too.
of what, yeah.
That's
But they
hilarious.
always say, if you want something, don't wish for it too hard, because you're gonna get the opposite.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Jazz, what's your opinion? Even though
So
you
anybody
ain't
see the
see it, like,
video?
but based off.
wait, hold on. First, did you do a gender
I
reveal?
did, but I didn't want a gender reveal. So like I was with Diamond with the whole gender reveal. Well, first of all, let me really back up. I wanted to find out when I gave birth. I wanted to be like, the doctors like in the
Mm-hmm.
old days, it's a boy, it's a girl. I wanted to wait. So like if I had
Mm-hmm.
it up to my choice, I would have waited to find out the sex. Even though technically I already knew in my mind I was having a boy. Like not saying like, oh, I wanted a boy or I wanted a girl. I honestly didn't care. I literally just prayed that I had a healthy child. Like
Yeah.
that's all I was
Mm-hmm.
praying for. I was just praying that my child was coming in being blessed. I was able to bring this child into the world, and that me and my child will be able to walk out the hospital fine. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I really wasn't too concerned, just because I didn't care, because either way, for me, either way it was gonna be a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and it was like my first kid, so it's just I really didn't have a big preference, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like whatever, it's only gonna be one or two things, like so I was just more like I just honestly didn't care, but I really wanted to wait until I gave birth. But then my son's dad, when he was like, that's too long, and then his sister wanted to give us a gender reveal, so she gave us a gender reveal. So I wasn't trying to flip a bill for a gender reveal, like you said, or I even could have did something like intimate, like you did, like something like we go to dinner and we pull out a card and be like, oh, like something intimate. I would have been fine with that. But either way, I did have a gender reveal. We got a whole gender reveal video, which is cool, right?
Okay.
Like it was cool. So I enjoyed that. So I still enjoyed it, but I already knew it was a boy. Like literally just something in my mind. Like, so my son's dad, he really wanted a girl. He really wanted a girl.
And that's why y'all got a boy.
And I just knew it was a boy. I'm just like, God not about to give you what you want right now. Like I'm like, I just knew, and I just felt it. So like, even though when they was like, it's a boy, I honestly didn't show any emotion, because I wasn't shocked. I wasn't like, I was just like, I already knew this. Like, so
That's how I
yeah, I
felt
just
too.
felt,
I was like, I knew it in my spirit.
I just
like,
felt it. I'm like, I'm having a boy. So and I'm so grateful. But yeah, for gender reveals or just the like you said, I feel it's okay to be disappointed, because I know like like two of my friends, they're married, and for their first gender reveal, they really wanted a boy, but they were having a girl. You could tell they were disappointed. They was like, oh, but it wasn't like it was just like like their faces was like, dang, like I'm disappointed.
right,
And
like,
I feel
oh,
it's okay.
okay.
Your feelings are valid. You can be disappointed,
Yeah.
but having a tantrum and doing too much is very, baby, you was
It's concerning.
yeah, it's just like, you
It's concerning, because how you gonna treat that child? Do you really want that child?
And imagine when that child looks back on this video. The way technology
Yeah.
sets up, if that child comes across that video or
it's gonna
see
make
that
them
video.
feel some
I
type
would
of way.
definitely feel a little triggered, like, dang, okay, did you
Mm-hmm.
not
Or
want
and then
me?
it's like also like look
Mm-hmm.
at the example that you're setting for your daughter. When you don't get what's your way,
Absolutely.
this is how you should react. I don't agree with that. And so
Mm-hmm.
just like going back to my friends, they are now on their third child and they're on their third girl. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and I know they're are disappointed, but I'm sure that they don't love their child less, or they're not mad. They just like, oh dang, we're gonna try again. And if it doesn't work, or just like that famous couple, Kadeem and DeVal. I'm not sure.
Oh, they're my
Yeah, I'm
couple,
not
y'all.
sure if anybody knows them.
Oh yeah, the dude from
Yeah, them
Sisters.
from
sisters, they have a
Sisters. Yep.
podcast. I cannot think of their podcast name right now.
It is.
It's some,
Okay,
it's
go
something
ahead.
so simple. It's like a New York term.
So
I can't think of the term,
yeah,
but
go ahead.
yeah.
I got
So I
it.
was
I'm a
listening
fan.
to that before, but like they were, they have 4 boys, and they were trying for a girl after their first boy, and like they kept trying, and then it got to a point where Kadeen, she was having, issues, like after giving birth, or she had some health issues giving birth, where it would be, if she got pregnant again, it could be a real extreme health risk. So they just like, we just gonna be
Oh,
content with our boys. But I'm sure that they were disappointed, but they didn't have, or at least not publicly have a public like bashing and tantrum. So yeah, that's just my view on it. Like, it's just, I mean, hey, you didn't get what you want, be disappointed, but just pray that, sometimes just pray that the,
you get what you need.
yeah.
You get what
Or
you
and then what
need.
God wants you to raise, and I think
Yeah.
it goes back to the olden days. You remember when like older people used to want to have boys because they were the, women didn't have any rights, and
Oh, absolutely. It's some internalized misogyny in
yeah,
there.
and then it's like, but then it's like, then the girls got to get married. I don't know. It's just like, I feel like it goes back into back of,
It's a little bit about continuing your bloodline. They
yeah,
like in most people's eyes, the men is how you do that. For me, it's just like I just want one of each. You
yeah.
know, like I
Mhm.
like in my opinion, like my genuine feeling is I want a chance to raise a woman and I want a chance to raise a
Yeah.
man. Like that's literally all my thought process is. Now, if I do decide to have
I was just
another
about to say, I'm
child
like,
and
so
then I'm
you
just
you
raising
so you about to have another kid?
I we've talked about it when we've been on the fence. There are some days where we're like, this one is all we need, okay? And then there's other days where like, man, she needs a friend, you know? So it teeters and we're just not at a final decision
That
at
makes
this
sense.
time. But yeah, like I feel like the door is open and whatever we decide, we'll decide together. But, I'm not gonna want for anything. That's my mindset. I'm keep it
Mhm.
Keep it
neutral
neutral.
and hopefully right. Because a lot of the time people like have a boy and a girl, but and that's been a lot in my family. People have a girl first, and then they'll have either all
Mhm.
boys or they'll have at least 2 boys after that first girl, and then they may have some girls again. But like that's usually been the pattern in my family, so we'll see. But there's also a risk for twins,
Okay.
and so that's what I'm scared of. I don't want to
Okay.
mess around and try to have one baby and had two. That'd be scary.
Oh, y'all, they podcast
Dead
dead
ass.
ass.
Thank you. I'm
Couldn't
like,
think of it.
it's
Couldn't
so,
think of it. But I love their podcast too. Like I listen to it all the
yes.
time.
So
But
that's good. That's
yeah.
good. So basically, overall, y'all let us know what y'all think about gender reveals. What y'all, if y'all feel that people have the right to react however they want to react. If that's throwing
Yeah.
things, or if you feel, let us know y'all's insights of, if you even feel a gender reveal is valid, or let us know what y'all think about gender
Hmm.
reveals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
And
my
then are
partner
people
said like
having gender reveals and baby showers or are they combining
Some
them?
people doing both.
no. So they doing both. So gender reveal and then turn around months later to do the
Mm.
baby shower. I know my partner. He mentioned he's like, I want a gender reveal next time if we decide to have another one. Like I want a gender reveal, and I'm like, you do? Like I
I'm
didn't think
shocked.
like a guy would request that or ask for that. Normally it's the girl, and I'm like, you do? But it's
He want that
like,
reaction, and he want to react.
I
yeah,
feel like
we can
sometimes they
react
don't know
together.
how much like men be like involved in that. Like sometimes, especially if they be like cool off to the corner, nonchalant, but sometimes dude like they be like, man, this is my family. I want this. I want this. I want
Hmm.
this.
Yeah,
Like it's special to them too. And I feel like
Yeah.
sometimes us as women we forget that like men have excitement around
they
those things
do.
too.
That's a good point. But we gonna find out when we get these
Yeah.
daddies on the line. These daddies
Oh
on the line.
yeah.
I'm doing my
Okay.
emails today, y'all. Don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So what Jasmine mentioning is our child's fathers will be filtering on in episodes talking about their experiences in honor of, it being the month of Father's Day, and New Age mamas love the daddies. So we excited about that. We excited for y'all to hear, their perspective. I'm sure we'll be able to listen in and hear their perspective in ways where we just like, okay, I didn't know you thought like
Right?
that. Okay, but it'll be very interesting. So make sure y'all tuning in.
Yes. This is a great episode. So, like Jazz said, make sure you guys let us know how you feel about gender reveals. Have you had a gender reveal? Do you plan on having another gender reveal in the future? Would you do it again? Would you not do it again? How was your reaction? Um, were you disappointed? Were you excited? Things of that nature. Like, it's okay to be disappointed and stuff if you don't get the gender that you want.
Yeah.
A lot of people, go in with the mindset of the gender that they want. Except Jazz off. She ain't want no specific gender, but
No, but I know a lot of people like that. Like,
yeah, a
I
lot of
just want
people
a
are
healthy
like that. Like,
baby.
I just want a healthy baby, which is
Mhm.
which I feel like everybody does. Everybody just wants a healthy baby, but then again, everybody know they want a boy or girl. But
I can't stand it
y'all know I
down.
be playing a little
I
devil's
gotta go
advocate
now.
every
Rest
now
up.
and
Yeah,
then.
you
Hey,
know
don't
what
be
you
over there.
want. You know what
Diamond,
Right,
you
you
Diamond
know
want.
what you
talking
want.
about me. I feel attacked.
No, it's okay. And then a lot of times too, people when you pregnant, people be guessing what you having. Like, oh, you having a boy, you sitting low. Or you having a girl, you sitting high. Or is she making your hair grow? Like, how do you know I'm having a girl? How do you know I'm having a boy? Like,
Hey, one
okay.
time, real quick, this random man came up to me in the store and was like, "Oh, you having a girl?" I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, anybody can guess that. And he was like, "She wants to be named Melanie."
That's
Now
crazy.
I
that was
didn't
off.
think, I didn't think about it until after the fact. I'm like, her name is Milani. It's
To
close
Melody.
to,
Really?
but
Wow.
I'm like, stop talking to my fetus. Get the fuck away from me. I mean,
That's
excuse my language.
crazy.
And he was like, she's hungry.
And you was starving, weren't you?
I
That's
was. That's why I was like,
crazy.
he was like, she wants some ice cream. And I'm like,
Wow.
it freaked me out though. Because it was so random. It's like we hadn't
That's
even had a
scary.
name yet.
That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's scary. It was like when I used to go like shopping or out in public, like it was like random people that be like, "Oh, you having a boy? You having a boy?" Versus some people, ask like, "What you having?" Like, no, it was a couple of people. You're having a boy. You're
Oh
having a
wow.
boy, and
I
I'm
think
Yeah,
like,
that's
pregnancy
yeah,
is just
horrible.
so cute. Like people just so pregnant and just living
yes.
your life. But y'all, I gotta go. Look, I'm gonna let
I
y'all
was an
finish
ugly
out.
pregnant person. I hated being pregnant.
Okay, so we gonna close out. So thank you guys.
But look, we ain't gonna get into that.
Right, we can talk about it later on another little episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode. Please, please, please make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Please make sure you following us on every social media platform. We are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and New Age Mamas. We'll see you guys later, and that's a wrap.